And Ohio voters rejected issue 1 last night with a 14-point margin in a high turnout August special election.
Both sides of the issue, who spent millions on their campaigns, are now setting their sights on another target, the abortion ballot in November.
NBC4 State House reporter Natalie Fahmy joins us live, and she tells us state lawmakers are already looking ahead to the next election.
That's right, Sierra. Jennifer, now that issue 1 has been defeated, state lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say their focus is shifting to that November election that will have another hot button issue on the ballot.
In November, we're going to deal with an extreme abortion issue.
If Ohio voters and Ohioans value the ability to control and make healthcare decisions about their body with their families and their doctors, I urge them to pay attention to this ballot initiative that's coming in November.
In November, Ohioans will be asked if abortion should be legal to the point of fetal viability and whether reproductive rights and choice should be in the state's constitution.
And this is going to go beyond what most Ohioans are willing to accept.
I think there is broad bipartisan support for codifying reproductive rights.
Ohio lawmakers did pass a 6-week abortion ban that was put in place when Roe v. Wade was overturned. That law has been held up in court for nearly 1 year now, so is not currently enforced. But if this amendment is passed in November with a simple majority of votes, it will take precedence in the state's law.
Maybe if we didn't see so much extremism from the other side, this wouldn't be happening. But I'm glad that Ohio voters will get to weigh in on it, and I expect us to vote yes in November.
And right now, Ohio lawmakers say their focus has shifted to campaigning ahead of the November election.
I think that many Republicans' focus is going to be on campaigning back home against constitutionalizing a right to an abortion. And I think the one thing that we really got to do a good job of educating Ohioans.
I think it's going to be very hard for them to fly this November under the radar. It's going to be very clear what the stakes are.
Both sides of the abortion campaign already have millions of dollars to spend, and we've already seen messaging from each side in these past several months. This election will be on November 7th. Local for you at the State House, I'm Natalie Fahmy, NBC4.
Thank you, Natalie. Just one day after the issue that would have made it more difficult for citizens to amend if the Constitution was defeated, we are getting reaction from political activists. For those on the vote no side who worked to defeat the issue, the failed issue spoke volumes about where Ohioans place their values. Liz Walters, the chairwoman of the Ohio Democratic Party, tells us that the defeat of issue 1 is a direct result of, quote, when politicians try to take the voice of the people from them. Ohio Senate President Matt Huffman tells us there were some, quote, key folks on our side of the aisle, Republicans, who actively opposed this. He continued by explaining the issue would return to the ballot, not in the next year or so, but likely in the future, to which Chairwoman Walters had this response.
I think Ohio voters sent a resounding message last night about their belief in the sanctity of Ohio's Constitution and our right to be its stewards, not Matt Huffman. But if Matt Huffman wants to make another run at this, we'll beat it next time, too.
Both sides tell us they are already looking ahead to November when reproductive rights are on the ballot.